My name is Hussein Mahmoud, and people call me SUUD, SUUD, and that's my nickname. And I was born in Somalia. In 1991, Somali government collapsed. People started fleeing and seeking refuge in neighboring countries such as Kenya. So we flee to Kenya when the whole country became chaos and rape and killing and discrimination and indiscriminate killing started, and we seek a refuge in Kenya. As a refugee, you get to access to better education is very, very limited because you are someone who flee from his or her country. Children did not get proper shelter, there were no proper health, and there were no security, so it was really, really a struggle. I was one of the young refugees who get opportunity to learn more about how to tell refugee stories and learn more about filmmaking and all that, so I was active in the camps. Governments like United States and Canada have where they give resettlement for refugees who stayed in the camp for a long time, like 2 decades, like myself. So my family were few, very, very small number of refugees who get chance to be resettled to the United States, and I was resettled to Nashville, Tennessee. I didn't know much about the escalator, I didn't know much about airplane, I didn't know much about the airport. So there was a caseworker who was waiting me from Catholic Church of Tennessee. So she was waiting me at the baggage claim, but I didn't know where the baggage claim is. The person took me to my new home, so where I met some few friends who I knew back in the camps. He was my caseworker, and he took me to the Social Security office, and I was able to apply Social Security and get all my documents and go to Catholic Church office, where they give me some basic money and food where I can live in the first days. And we had orientation about how to live in the United States and what you need to do and what you can expect and all that. So after that, in 30 days, I was able to find a job. I found a job in a place where called Dell Company facility, where we send computers and products from this company to overseas, and I was working in the international department. Back in 2015, I decided to join my family, 2 of my sisters who live here in Minnesota, and that's how I ended up in Minnesota. But before that, I used to hear Minnesota is a great state for a lot of Somalis. I work as a freelance journalist, and I write stories about refugees and voice for the voiceless people, because I knew that my friends and my teammates, my workmates, my classmates back in the camps, there are people like me who want to hope, but their hope has been stranded in the camps, and they are hopeless now, because being a refugee is like you have identity crisis, you don't know a place to call home, and you can be dehumanized, harassed, and all those struggle. I said you need to be voice of those people. That's why I was in DC 1 week ago speaking about refugee crisis. People think like refugees are dangerous, they're terrorists, and they wanted to come to countries like USA to bring harm. So I want to change that perception and tell people that refugees are people like me who wanted to come and build this great state. You know, I love this state, and I wanted to be part of this community and make, my contributions as much as I can to inspire people on my stories and tell them that do not take granted all those opportunities you have, so that you can be a refugee one time. So be humble, kind, and be generous to people who are suffering worldwide.